Lee had just moved into apartment 3B of the Briar Ridge complex, a squat, gray building nestled in a forgotten corner of the city. The rent was suspiciously cheap, but she chalked it up to luck and desperation. Her job barely paid enough to keep her afloat, and this was the only place that didn't ask for a credit. The apartment itself was oddly shaped, long, narrow hallways and rooms with sharp corners. The walls were a sickly shade of yellow, and the light never seemed quite right. Still, it was hers. The first few nights were uneventful. It was faint at first, a low, vibrating sound like a phone buzzing through drywall. Lee assumed it was the fridge, or maybe some old pipework. This building was decades old, after all. She tried earplugs, then noise-canceling headphones. Nothing helped. After a week, it developed a rhythm, 3 slow pulses, then silence, 3 more, then silence, over and over like a coded message or a heartbeat. Lee tried to track the sound. She pressed her ear to every wall, every vent, every outlet. It wasn't until she removed the long hallway mirror that she found it. A perfect round hole, carved into the plaster behind where the mirror had hung. She stared at it. The hole was about the size of a coin, but it led into a pitch-black void, as if someone had bored a tunnel into the wall and let it rot. The moment she leaned in to look closer, the hum stopped. That night, she dreamt of children with eyeless, pale faces standing in a dark hallway. In the dream, they didn't move. They only stared. When she woke up, drenched in sweat, the hallway was ice cold. She checked the thermostat. It read 73 degrees. The dreams continued every night. Sometimes she would wake up to find her bedroom door ajar, though she always locked it. One morning, she found a fingerprint, small and greasy, on the inside of her mirror. Lee began to break down. Her coworkers commented on her appearance: pale skin, bloodshot eyes, constant tremors. She stopped showing up entirely. They sent texts. No one got replies. One neighbor, an old woman named Clara from 3D, told the front desk she'd heard laughter coming, not adult laughter, children's, high-pitched and wet, like water was bubbling in their throats. No sign of struggle, no blood, but every mirror in the unit, 4 of them, had been turned facing the walls, and behind each one, a small circular hole. Lee's phone was found on the kitchen counter. The last video on it was 12 seconds long. Shaky footage. There behind it, watching, waiting for the dark. At the end of the video, the screen flickers. A pale face appears just for a second over her shoulder. The file corrupted immediately after. A month passed. The apartment was listed again. The ad didn't mention Lee. It didn't mention the holes either. A college student named Ben moved in. He stayed only one night. He ran out of the building barefoot at 3:11 a.m., screaming about mouths in the walls. His hands were torn up. He had tried to claw through the drywall. One worker vomited and quit on the spot. The crew chief told management, quietly, that they found a message scratched into the paint behind the mirror. They come through the holes. They don't have eyes. They only see when you look. Now the apartment remains sealed. The building manager won't talk about it. Tenants have started moving out. But if you stand outside the building at night and you're quiet, you might hear 3 low hums. Then silence. And if you glance up at the 3rd floor window, apartment 3B, sometimes, just sometimes, you'll see a pale, child